Chris on Thursday. Thanks for Sammy the Spider for introducing my video this week. Got a few things to run through. So I've just been emotionally drained from not only re-recording this video because the SD card's screwing up, but because I've just been completing this Golden Compass on 360. It's possibly one of the worst games I will ever play in my life. One of the levels, you have to swab the decks, you have to clean bird crap off the floor. Do you really call that a game? I didn't think so either. But yeah, got through it finally. Okay, so let's start off with Friday. Johnny, nice video as always. Hope you had a good time in Germany. No shenanigans there, hopefully. But yeah, what's it about this airport rubbish? I can understand why people do shut the shutters, because say if you fly on business class, you don't really want to, you know, let the peasants of the British public or whoever you're travelling with ruin your sleep, especially if you're on a long haul flight. When you're doing like an 8-hour or 10 hours, whatever, yeah, you look out the window, wow. Okay, maybe if you're going over some mountains, yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on it. Using Lee Evans' joke as well, double shift, mate. I did get it, and I think I've heard that one before, but never mind. You should have just said quoted from Lee Evans, or whatever. Anyway, moving on to Adam's question about Euro. Quite an interesting subject really to talk about, because I'm not really focused on nowadays economics. I've been like listening and hearing about it on the news, but apart from that, nothing much. My personal opinion, I don't really want to incorporate the euro into our currency system, because one, will probably make it worse for ourselves with the recession we're going through at the moment, and it will just get worse and worse and worse and worse. Second, I just can't bear to change really, to part from the pound sterling. I just can't be bothered really, to be honest. But I think it's for the best interest of British public that we keep the pound, because it's kind of our national identity, and if we lose that, then it's gone really. Done a bit of research. Current exchange rates for pound to the euro is 1.25, which I remember when it first came out, euro, is about 1.4 to the pound. So you know, the pound has gone down, as well as you can see by the pound's gone to £1.75 to a dollar, which in comparison to about 18 months ago when I was in New York, you could almost get $2 for a pound. So doesn't help with all this Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae stuff going on in the US, and they're, what's it, $438 billion deficit or something. But yeah, you know, I think this discussion was held ages ago when Tony Blair was back in power. He done a vote in Houses of Parliament, I think, and the results were 41% said yes and 55% said no. So obviously, you know, what happened to the other 4%? Were they drawing people and calling Dan that? I don't know. But yeah, to be honest, I don't want the euro. Get rid of it now. I can understand what Carla was going on about you know, adapting to different currencies. I can imagine how hard it is. It's going to be quite stressful as well, because you know, some of the share prices will differ in value, etc. But I'm not going to go on about it anymore, really, to be honest, because it's just boring for me to talk about. Okay, so Adam on Monday. Sorry, I just thought I just saw something flying around. Great video. don't include your sister in again if you don't have to. Please. Because it is quite annoying, really, to be honest. Just like that dog that was at the end of Dan's video. Now someone actually at my door. What a twat. Okay. So, I couldn't even understand what he was saying, really, to be honest. Okay. Where was I? Dan. Moaning about the batteries. Just get another pair. That's what I have to do. I'm also sad to hear about your experience at the dentist, because my dentist's been pretty good to me, to be honest. Nothing major's happened. I haven't been like, I don't know, my teeth haven't been decapitated or whatever. But I can't stand that. I can just imagine it now. Someone going through your gums with a scalpel. Oh, I want to know how I got these scars. But yeah, you know. And finally, Carla, your video yesterday was actually quite good. I quite enjoyed it. Don't worry about the length, because I think the better the longer the better, rather. Don't quote me on that as well. Definitely great video. About the thing about paying at the cashier thing, me being a cashier for nearly 2 years, I can actually tell you that people wouldn't wait for the opportunity for like one of those scan it yourself things to come into their home store. They'll just do it anyway. Yeah, about your question about XP Vista, etc., and why people update things, because like, do they need to or anything? The simple answer to that is money, to be honest. You get some greedy bastards out there who just want money, really. That's what happens with these football games, sport games. FIFA Football 09, which is coming out 3rd of October. I'm not trying to advertise it or anything, but yeah, that's coming out at that time. And well, I just forgot what my point is now. Yeah, the point why they bring out these games is because they try and avoid, you know, having this thing where the latest teams, kits, etc. are downloaded onto your kit. They do that because they want to make more money. I mean, the John Madden American football series been running since '91. I had the original game, I think, and that's been going for about 17 years now, and it's coming to 09. Actually, 18 years. So that's been going for such a long time. So don't know if you guys actually realised today is September the 11th. 7 years ago since those crazy events happened. 3,000 people just dead, pretty much. It's not a nice thing to talk about. But I remember coming back from school and just seeing one of the planes crash into the second tower, and that was shocking. It was live as well. So I'll never forget that. Yeah, another big talking point as well that's been going on is the LHC. Now, what does that stand for? The Large Hadron Collider. So I know a lot of people have been going, oh my god, we're gonna die! But we're not gonna die. We're not gonna die at all. Maybe if you actually read about it first, then you'll be able to educate yourself and not pass on the message that everyone's gonna die to your friends. That's it for me really this week. I'm not going to ask a question because I asked one last week. I think we should keep it like that. Well done to Carlo again for your video, and I guess I'll see you like next week. P1ZZA for the win.